Wubba-lubba-dub-dub, motherfuckers. It is I, everyone's favorite jack of all trades with foul mouth, Commodore Urban, and thank you for joining me again. I greatly appreciate it, and that's the reason why I do this shit, is for you guys. And before I start rambling on about shit, this is the first video that I'm recording since I uploaded the video. I got the Wuhan bat virus. You know, when I told you guys I got the COVID-19, which that shit fucking sucks. I would not wish that fucking bullshit on anybody. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, you know, fuck the Chinese for messing around with fucking bats. And I beat that shit. I beat that fucking shit. And so this is what I think about COVID-19. Fuck it. It can go to hell. Okay, well that shit I'm gonna do, and I wanted to say thank you for everyone for wishing me, get well soon and stuff. I greatly appreciate it. And I think that's the reason why I got better so damn quick is because of your guys' support. So thank you. And before I begin, I want to give a big shout out to two individual guys. The first one is my good friend and fellow collaborator, Jerry bourget. He mentioned me in his video talking about the scale decks, wooden deck for the trumpeter Titanic, and he was wishing me to get better soon. Jerry, thank you so much for the kind comments and stuff, both, you giving me a shout out and also, through Messenger on Facebook. I fucking greatly appreciate it. I mean, you definitely, you're one of the reasons why I'm still fucking sane. So, yeah, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. And you're welcome about the wooden deck, man, because, I mean, I was comparing it with photographs of the wooden decks on the Olympic class liners, and it looked exactly like what I saw. So I was like, you know what? If you want to build the ultimate fucking Titanic model, you gotta have the best shit to do it. So, you're absolutely welcome. And I want to give a really big shout out to another guy. His name is Ben, over at the Midwest Model Shop. He just recently dropped a video, part 1 of his trumpeter Titanic build, and he mentioned me. He mentioned me in his video regarding the bilge keels on the kit. And this was sometime last year. I sent him a whole slew of shit related to the ship, information, stuff he should get for the kit, and so on and so forth. And one of the things I said was that the bilge keels in the kit are fucking trash. They're oversized, big, chunky plastic pieces of shit. And I showed him these ones that some guy on Shapeways made that look exactly like the ones that were on the ship. And so he mentioned me and explained what I told him, and he had me put them on the hull of the ship that he's working on. And that really made my day, hearing that, hearing the fact that he, a well-known model builder in the model building community, would mention me. That was fucking awesome. So Ben, if you ever watch this, thank you, bud. You made my fucking day. And Jerry, as always, bro, you always make my day when you mention me. It's awesome. Speaking about the Titanic, I've been waiting on this book for a year. I finally got it in the library. Titanic, Belfast, owned by Stephen Cameron, and I started reading it. I will have a book review of it soon, and I've got some other books and shit I want to read. Oh yeah, I just recently got done with this as well. This is what the Titanic would have looked like if she was a human. She's beautiful, but then again, she really was a beautiful ship. And yes, she would have an Irish accent since she was born in Ireland. She'd be Irish. Anyway, the book I just got done reading, I want to review to you guys, is The Titanic, End of a Dream, by Wyn Craig Wade. The complete definitive story from the doomed voyage to the spectacular discovery of the wreckage. 80 years later, the world continues to speculate about this great sea disaster. On that fatal April night, 1912, the world's largest moving object disappeared beneath the waters of the North Atlantic in less than 3 hours. Why was this ship sailing through waters well known to be a mass of floating ice? Why were there too few lifeboats so that 1,522 people were left to perish at sea? Why were a third of the survivors members of the crew? Based on the sensational evidence of the U.S. Senate hearings, eyewitness accounts of survivors, and the results of the 1985 Woods Hole expedition that located and photographed the ship, this electrifying account vividly recreates the doomed vessel's last desperate hours afloat and fully addresses the questions that have continued to haunt the tragedy of the Titanic. If you really want to know more about the Titanic and more about the inquiry, not the British inquiry, the American inquiry, you've got to read this book. And that's something that a lot of Titanic experts and stuff have kind of written off as the American inquiry. They always considered it to be a fucking joke. And it wasn't a joke. The American inquiry was what got down to the nitty-gritty of the disaster. You know, shortly after it happened, it was the quick-mindedness and the swift moving of Michigan Senator William Alden Smith, who got the inquiry together. And it was his quick action that got the survivors to testify in front of this commission to find out what the hell had happened the night that this great ship sank. And this book it captures those inquiries perfectly. Mr. Wade, the way he has got this book written, it's like a time machine. You get taken back right at those inquiries as they are happening. You can literally just imagine sitting there amongst the other questioners and senators and stuff as they are laying down the questions to the surviving crew members, to Bruce Ismay, to the passengers and stuff that survived, and asking them specific things. And it's absolutely a joy to read. It was awesome. It was definitely one of the better Titanic books I have read. And I've read a lot of them. I own a lot of them, and I've read a lot of them. But I'll talk a little bit about the inquiries and stuff. A lot of people say that the British inquiry was the better inquiry of the two. I don't think so. I don't think so. This man right here, William Alden Smith, what he was able to do was that he was able to get witness testimony from all of these survivors, as, you know, whether it was still was fucking fresh in their heads. And from all of this, he was able to piece together what had happened. And from learning of all of the fatal fucking mistakes that were made that night, and just throughout the damn voyage, all the fatal shit that happened, he was able to pinpoint the causes and came up with solutions. Moving the tracks further south to get away from ice, more lifeboats on ships, better standards of shipbuilding, so on and so forth. A lot of people, especially the British, always considered the American inquiry to be a fucking joke. No, the American inquiry was the reason why we got the damn answers that we did about the sinking of the Titanic. I mean, the British inquiry was, you know, more of like an orchestrated, you know, shit show. You know, they had more stuff going on with it, but here's the thing. The American inquiry got the results, and the fucking British inquiry was a fucking whitewash to exonerate blame from the British Board of Trade, which they were investigating into. They knew the damn British Board of Trade regulations were out of date, because the Titanic carried enough lifeboats for a ship of 10,000 tons. So for any ship over 10,000 fucking gross tons, they could, the minimum was 16 boats. The Titanic was 46,329 gross tons, for God's sake. 4 times the fucking size. And she only had 16 lifeboats and 4 collapsibles, which were just fucking wooden bottom rafts. So the British inquiry was basically doing a whitewash to exonerate the blame from White Star and the fucking British Board of Trade. The American inquiry was able to figure out that this shit was out of date. This shit had to change. And because of that, stuff did change. And also with the formation of the International Ice Patrol, which is now the modern day Coast Guard. So yes, I think the work that Senator William Alden Smith did was exceptional, and he should be more remembered. And if you really want to learn more about this man, Mr. Alden Smith, and what he did to get to the bottom of this horrific disaster, read Titanic, End of a Dream by Wyn Craig Wade. You will not be disappointed. It is an absolutely fucking incredible book. I guarantee it. I give it two thumbs up, 5-star book. If you want to learn more about the hearings that took place after the sinking, not the British hearings, the American hearings, read this book. And there you go. That is my book review on Titanic, End of a Dream. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back with you. And if you're new to the channel, you like the shit I'm doing, hit that fucking subscribe button, hit the damn notification bell, become a member of the Commodore's crew, and never miss another video again. And until next time, this is Commodore Urban, saying that smooth seas and clear skies. Happy sailing with all of you, and God bless all of you. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay awesome, and just be yourselves. Until next time, sail on, my friends.